Most people are looking at Hermes agent pricing, land on the same wrong conclusion. Self-hosted on the $5 VPS, keep it cheap, done that. But the problem, most people looking at Hermes agent pricing land on the same conclusion. Self-hosted on a $5 VPS, keep it cheap, done. That math is completely wrong because the $5 VPS is not your real cost. And I'm going to show you what is the actual numbers between running it yourself, self-hosted, and using cloud version. And by the end of this, you will know exactly which one actually makes you more money. So the $5 VPS is actually quite wrong. That's something that is published online everywhere, but that's not the real case. If you buy a $5 VPS, you have 1 or 2 gigabytes of RAM, which could be okay right now, but it's probably not going to be enough because your Hermes agent is going to get bigger and better, and it's going to need more RAM. If you've been using a computer for more than 2 years, you know that if there is one thing that you never need less of, is RAM, right? So what is going to happen is usually the $5 VPS is you buy the VPS for 2 years. So you buy something that's going to be obsolete in 6 months because of how technology evolved, and you paid all those other months for no reasons. And on top of that, it's not even going to be powerful enough. So the $5 VPS is a scam. What you could do is a $12 VPS, but that's again going to be on 2 years at least membership. And it's probably you're going to pay actually around $20 to $24 or even $70 to have something good for your VPS. Now it comes with some specific limitation around the scraping because you are going to have a dirty IP with a VPS. And also the biggest thing is that you're going to need a ton of security implementation. VPS are machines that are specifically targeted by hackers to gain access to everything you can because it's online 24/7, and usually people don't know much about security. Like you're going to have to install Tailscale and all that. Do you know what is Tailscale? If you don't know what is Tailscale, then probably this is not going to work for you. So that's the first thing. The server itself already costs more than what is advertised. But the server is actually the smallest line item. Let me show you what actually eats your money. So we have our VPS. Let's say if we took a beefy one, $74. I don't recommend that. But what is that you need to be able to run your AI agent are going to be some AI model that you're going to come and plug in. Now, Cloud does not let you do anymore where you plug your subscriptions. You're going to need to buy with the API. And the Cloud API is super expensive. Some people went to set up their Hermes agent and spend more than $100 in just one day of setting up with the API because they didn't think of like a smarter way that I'm going to show you on how to install it and run it that I'm using, and it's been working really good. I actually built a full business with it and it's bringing me money. So once you have that, you have also the setup time. Setting up a VPS with Hermes agent, if you've never done it, is probably going to be 30 hours of your time. No jokes. It's going to take you a week once you implement all the security and everything. If you do that all the time, okay, 4 to 8 hours. And then you're going to have some maintenance, 15 hours every month, pretty much. So depending on your hourly rate, you are talking between $700 a month and $2,000 a month to run it, right? And then in seconds, don't worry, I'm going to show you a much cheaper way to run it, much faster and much better. The cloud version is, I think, something that people underestimate. And that's when you understand that is VPS is really similar to self-hosted. Self-hosted, you're going to buy the machine and having it. Now, if you do that, you're still going to have to open the ports and everything. I'm looking over there because in my friend's office, he has his Mac Mini that is disconnected. He's traveling in China and I have to come and fix it because he got not the right connection to it. And that's the problem. He's losing days of work because he thought he was getting a shortcut. And all that is going to take you a lot more time. But if you take, let's say, an option like fly Hermes in the cloud, way faster, way cheaper, way better in my opinion. Let me show you actually how it works. For example, here, I used it to do some research about myself. I've been doing YouTube video for a while, so I wanted to know, like, does it know what I'm doing? And pretty good. We see on-chain analysis, that's mean analyzing all the transactions on the blockchain. We see copy trading strategies, all that, and that's where it surprised me. The research it did on me. It got my full YouTube, my newsletter, my Telegram, my TikTok, my Facebook. It got all the information on me. And where it's amazing is that this is what I get. Normally, Hermes agent, at the time I'm recording this video, you can only use it with terminal, which is fine, but it's a bit more complicated. Now here I have a web chat that I just showed you. I can connect it to Telegram. I will show you in a second. But where I love it, and that's going to be in the settings that I'm going to show you why it's actually cheaper. Because this is $59 a month. But I'm going to put you a code in the description where you would get a promotion on it. I don't need to bring anything. All the API keys, everything is already connected. No Docker, no SSL, no firewall config. All the API costs are already in it. And where it's beautiful, I barely used anything on it. Look at that, $5. Why? Because they use a smart technology, which is a smart routing. So every request I type, they go into the smart router to know what is the best model to answer that question or that request with the best output and the least amount to pay. And then those machines are way more powerful because they have a number of RAM that I can't even say and a number of CPU that I can't even say. So when you start to compare those numbers, where this is ready in 60 seconds, like, I swear to God, like I answered a few questions and I arrived here and I could already use the web chat. But I can also use it on my mobile. Like the web chat, I can use it on my mobile, I can use it on Telegram. Any connection I want, I can just use it right here. And I've been chatting for a while on Telegram. I even generated a podcast with it, where every day it gives me all the news that happen in AI in a 2-minute audio.
Today we have 3 key stories to cover. Let's dive in. Story number 1. AI assistance when contributing to the Linux kernel. This story represents another data point in the rapid evolution of AI technology.
Beautiful. And it goes even further because it comes with pre-installed skill. So depending on what I have and what I needed, installed all the skills for me. If I want to have Hacker News, boom, click, install the skill. That's it, installed. I have my skills here, 84 skills that I didn't even need to because I had the recommendation based on the question they asked me here. Way easier to set up and way better. And I have all the updates. It's just to me, an easier way. And if I had to compare actually head to head with, let's say, if I work for $30 an hour with the hardware and everything of self-hosted and the maintenance, which is usually your cost that is going to be the highest, it would cost me more. Just in the API usage and membership, it would cost me more than using Fly Hermes. And it's going to be the same on the VPS. And then the more you paid, the more it will be expensive. You will have to be paid, not even at $0 because of all the other costs. You will still be better off that. And with the promo code that you have in the description, I just don't understand how it would not be profitable to use that. Like, I created a business with it. I use it for my customer support. I use it to get a refund on the flight tickets. I use it for my emails. I use it for my website. It creates articles that get me traffic. It's just, I can't put words on that. Like, the time I save is behind that. I'm like way more productive and being able to be way faster. And I think in business, having a head start in the race is always better. So you will have the links in the description. That's how I think we should think about how Hermes agent pricing and all the AI credits should be. Let me know in the comments if you have any question. If you want to know more about how to use Hermes, well, click subscribe and you should check out this video where I go into the details on how to set it up.